Good evening, I'm Laura Yamada. Paula Akana has the night off. Well, lawmakers have exactly 1 month to make some tough decisions on how to balance the state budget before they adjourn. The Senate released its plan to hike the excise tax, while the House is intent on doing away with exemptions for industries and the very wealthy who have long enjoyed a tax break. That played out today against a large union rally by members who are facing wage cuts. KITV4's Catherine Cruz has our top story.
Hundreds of union workers rallied at the state capitol, but it was in stark contrast to the last mass hostile protest under the Lingle administration. Governor Neil Abercrombie waved his teachers' union card, making the point that he had their interests at heart. And his newly appointed chief negotiator, Neil Dietz, a former union leader, sported a labor shirt. Union power! While union members chanted union power, upstairs the Senate revealed details of their budget plan, calling for a temporary 2-year hike of the general excise tax starting in October of this year and ending September of 2013.
Clearly, after 3 years of cutting, where we've cut the budget by more than $3 billion, cuts are getting harder and harder to come by.
The House is working on its plan to do away with tax exemptions for those lawmakers feel no longer need a break, like Hawaiian Airlines, the construction industry, and the very wealthy.
The hardest part of it right now is that we don't know what savings the governor will achieve working with the public workers unions right now. They have not settled, and that's a big wild card right now.
The finance chair thinks the excise tax would be hard to stomach since it's more sizable than most people realize and would have a more serious impact on those who make less money.
If you go from a 4% to a 5% or a 4.5% to a 5.5%, that's a 25% increase in tax. It's a 25% increase in the general excise tax.
We don't have our heads in the sand. We understand the reports coming from the Council on Revenues, and that, again, public employees should be part of the solution, but not the entire solution.
And suddenly things come into sharper focus.
It makes one wonder, are we going to end up at the end of the day with a little bit of everything? A little bit of a hike, a little bit of a tax cut, a little bit of exemptions?
I think you're going to have a little bit of everything. I think there'll be a compromise reached.
At the state capitol, Catherine Cruz, KITV4 News.